Hi, welcome to Channel Trading. Today I just want to talk about the not the strategy, but the strategy could be anything. But once you identify the location, what you should be looking for at that location for you to enter. And that will make this lesson, if nothing else, would be the biggest difference between you being profitable and comfortable in taking the trades versus confused and frustration. So I would suggest really look into what I'm going over today because this took me a long time. But once I grasped that, it taught me quite a few things. So I'll go over the lessons that I learned at the end. But say, we've identified this as the the key location, right? Just think that this was a location. This location could be any number of things. It could be because of the channel strategy that I talk about, or it could be because of pivots or whatever it is. It doesn't matter what strategy you're using. But say this is where you thought is your key area. Came down to this gate, the price action came to there, then your expectation is, as it is coming into your key area here, your expectation is that the price action is going to bounce or it's going to go through, right? There are only two options here. But your hope is, since it went once, you're hoping there is a bounce here, or you'll get a bounce. That hope is there, but really that doesn't mean you're entering or doing anything. What you're waiting for, the really the key point for you to know is the words that you're waiting for, or the action is that there needs to be some kind of a proof, some kind of a confirmation. And the confirmation comes in the form of this particular candle, right? Why this kind of candle looks very inconsequential if you look at it, but why it is such a big deal is because of the location you're at. This is the location you think the bounce will happen, and that's where this happened, right? That's why it is so crucial. And once you see this happening, then everything changes, right? You then go two ticks above this and go long with your stop right here. And then again, it came down. Now your expectation is again, okay, I'm within this zone. I drew one line, but it's kind of plus or minus half a tick. See, again, it came down, it went back up. This is a very strong signal that it pulled down so much, but it didn't pull it all the way down. It bounced back within your area, and that's crucial for you to, this is proof enough for you to go for long here. Okay, the same thing here. When you look at the short trades, say, the first time it went up, it went down. So this way, why it bounced, God knows. We don't know that. Someone decided to make that happen. It happened. But once that happened, you put this line there, and this line is existing. And why I say after the proof, you need to enter two ticks above is, and you're not arbitrarily taking the trade there, but you're waiting for to take the trade two ticks above for the long position, is the same reason why it kind of explains that here. There are multiple times this came down, it got rejected, so you went short here. But then if you were one of those people who just, I was doing this at the very beginning of my trading, when I would just identify a location and I would think, oh, it's coming there and it's going to bounce again, it's going to get rejected, and I would enter. And bad idea, right? So you don't want to do that. So you want to wait for some kind of a sign and then enter. Enter below, like two ticks below that. What does this do to you is it teaches you patience, which is crucial. And also it teaches you clarity, because when you don't have clarity, that's when you get stress. When you just don't know what you're supposed to do, that's when the stress comes in. And since you have, okay, this is my key area, whether it is 21 EMA or whatever it is, doesn't matter. Whatever your strategy is teaching you, something has to happen there. It has to get rejected, or it has to take the support or whatever. If there is no sign of that, then why are you entering, right? That is the thing that you need to know. And after you enter, if it goes against you, it goes against you. That does happen, but at least okay, that didn't work out, and there is a lot more pressure on the opposite side, and it went off. That's fine, but it's extremely crucial that you wait for confirmation. That is crucial, and that teaches you patience, and that helps you to manage your stress while trading. Okay, so I just want to teach you or talk about that today. And all these locations, what I drew lines, these are support resistance lines that I drew on this, just to give you a little bit more sense of what I'm doing here and the concept that I'm explaining. But it could be for anything. It could be because of the EMA, 21 EMA, or simple moving average, 200 simple moving average, or it could be because of the volume profile, or you could be following any number of strategies. But once you identify the key area or key location where you think this is where I'm going to take a trade, then you need to see some kind of a response there. You have to see some kind of uh, a reaction. Without that reaction, do not enter. And if you can fix that one thing, everything will change for you. Okay. And just wait for it to come down. If you're waiting, you had this line drawn because of the prior bounce or whatnot, and then something came down and it started bouncing there, and you FOMO into this thing, um, then that is something that you have to curb. You have to just tell yourself one way or the other that you have to wait for these locations, right? um, that's crucial for you to understand, and that's what teaches you the patience when you draw these lines and wait for them, or when you have these key locations identified on your chart and wait for them. That will help you in curbing the stress, and also it teaches you patience, which is really, really crucial for day trading. Not many people talk about that, but patience is paramount. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and I'll come back with more such uh, videos that are helpful. Thank you.